So actually, I saw. Sometimes I watch, look at Dream Burrow's questions, and I said somebody asked the question: will the NBA be fine when LeBron James retires? Of course, they'll be fine. You know, when Michael Jordan retired, there was that aura, especially the way he went out 98, 99, the Spurs won, and there was that aura until Shaq and Kobe's situation was so incredible and became a soap opera, and Phil Jackson went there and they started winning. Even when Jordan came back, but I think the last time when he retired with Washington, that kind of ended in terms of like, because people had kind of accepted it as time went on. But it was hard to take the first time he retired because he was so young and his success and the greatness of him. But his shoes thrived on. It's just like when Magic retired, it was tough because of the first time. Then he came back, coached and played. You know, it's tough to watch some guys leave. It's tougher than others. Sometimes I just wish it wasn't where guys fanfare. I remember when Kareem left with the rocking chair and Dr. J. It's tough when you see certain guys that you've seen play, and then it's not for certain other guys. Some guys end up just playing too long. Like Shaq was out there too long. You know, playing with the Celtics, that was just too long. Some guys you just wish. Then you get a guy like Dwayne Wade who left where you're kind of wondering, yeah, maybe he had another year or two. Guy like Ray Allen, you definitely knew he had a year or two. Reggie Miller, you want him in a year or two. But we're talking about the impact, the money, the impact, the legacy. They'll be fine without LeBron. Now there'll be some of these soft-headed turkeys who be on these networks who probably don't know what to do with themselves, you know. But the league will be fine without him. I mean, it always goes on. You know, you get used to guys not playing. You know, I'll do something. I'm gonna do a video about it in football, but I'll tell you how it. You know, obviously when somebody wears a number or a style, it'll give you reminiscent. But what they do is what they're doing with Jordan, and what they'll eventually do with all others. They basically pucker up and kiss up to the guys who are impactful at the time and they can do no wrong. And they'll mention and name drop them. You know, they'll say stuff. But then you'll start to see that media criticism that'll start to when they don't have to sit there and suck up no more. That's when they'll start to come out with the diss tracks. Oh, you watch. It'll happen to LeBron in about 15, 20 years or something, you know. It'll be one of those times you'll be people are gonna come on with their own and say stuff like they're doing because there's a lack of respect. How do I know? Because I came along when David Stern's NBA, when Magic and Bird to Jordan, all that came along, and they did not cover anything hardly in the 70s and barely wanted to acknowledge the 60s. And I remember Earl Pearl Monroe and them and Oscar Robertson was talking about how come y'all don't go back and reflect on the past. They don't. They did that to Dr. J. They downplayed him. And they know good and well they needed Dr. J to come to the NBA because they were very conservative, very white with their style, and they needed him to play in the NBA. It's like MTV needed Michael Jackson until they could get others and then push the product. But they needed that to sell it. So when LeBron retires, it'll go on. It's just him that can't let go. They go on. They always do. You know, and they will have a new emergence of people and places. Now, will they invest on anybody like that again? Well, yes, they will. They've done it before. They'll do it again. They invested in Jordan. They invested in Kobe. They invested in LeBron. They invested in Curry. They invested in, different players. They put money on different. Invested in Shaquille O'Neal. They put money on different players, and you see where they get what they got. And it always goes on. It's just it takes the fans and the people that hold it up because the league doesn't do a good job of that. You see, they hire these idiots to sit up here and badmouth the past and downplay it and act like the game is all cool and everything. The LeBron thing is even worse because they've not only just the marketing, but the way it's been manipulative to say, oh, well, this and that and the other. But believe me, the game will move on without him being there. It happened with Michael Jordan, it happened with Magic, it happened with Shaq, it happened with Larry Bird, it happened with Kobe, unfortunately, sadly, with everything with that. And then, you've had other great players that have played the game, and it goes on. You leave your lasting legacy, you bow gracefully. It takes a new generation to appreciate it. But the way they allow these heads on sticks and these people to badmouth stuff, you know, because somebody's led the charge and it has been one LeBron James, and he hasn't done it the service. So it'll be polarizing, but it'll be interesting to see 5 years or so after he plays when the media flips on him like they've done Jordan and how they've downplayed Bird and Magic and others because this whole comments about plumbers and beauticians and hairstylists. It's gonna be interesting what they say because they seem to do that to the NBA more than anybody. But you let me know, LeBron James, the NBA without him, you think it'll be business as usual, or do you think they're gonna hunger longer for him? And don't give him no ideas, because this turkey is so crazy. He'll probably still be out there trying to be a playing when he's a granddaddy. Don't give him no ideas. All right, let me know what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well. Peace. I'm out.